Hello, my name is Pastor Joe, and this is today's video devotional. When you think about the great stories that you hear as a child, one of the stories that normally comes up for me or for others that have been around church at any time in our lives, we remember the story of Jonah. And most people just remember the story of Jonah because of the great fish that swallowed him. But the circumstances behind why Jonah was swallowed by the fish is what sticks out in my mind, because God called Jonah to go to a place called Nineveh and to present his gospel and to preach his word and declare to them judgment. But Jonah knew how God was gracious and how God was merciful, and he didn't think that the people of Nineveh deserved that. So what did he do? He got on a ship and headed to Tarsus, which is in the exact opposite direction of where God called him to. And in the midst of going in that direction, a great storm came upon the sea, and they began to panic on board, and they started throwing over all the gear, all the storage stuff, and they were really scared. And Jonah said, "It's because of me that this storm has come upon us." And finally, they relented, and they did as Jonah asked, and they threw Jonah overboard. And exactly after they threw Jonah overboard, the storm stopped and he was swallowed by the great fish. So 3 days he spent in the fish's mouth, and eventually he was put on the land of Nineveh where God had called him to. What does that speak to you and I today? It speaks to me that the calling of God is not going to change. God's call upon your life will never relent. But God cares enough about us that He wants what's best for us, and He's willing to do whatever it takes in order for us to fulfill our call that He has on our lives. God has great things in store for you today. Don't run from God's will for your life. When you know God's will, run to it instead of running away from it, and God will do great things in your life. And because Jonah went to Nineveh, Nineveh did repent. They put on sackcloth and they fasted and they did what God wanted them to do, and God had mercy upon them. May we do the same as we submit ourselves to God and allow His Spirit to speak and work and move in our lives. Have a great day today. Be encouraged of the Lord. Run towards God. Don't run away from God's will for your life. Have a great day.